All right, it is still the conversation, and we welcome you to this segment. It's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday, and you might be wondering why did we start with this song?
Yes, that we started with the music of Haruna Ishola. I love music, anything I can move my body to, but beyond that music, the wordings. Did you listen to the lyrics?
Yeah.
What did you understand from the lyrics?
Don't put me on the spot. Just leave me. I may not be
I know
able to
I heard
explain
something
in
about,
full.
unity, we should, Farawamora, we should come together and work together. I know I heard that. Most times I usually mix them up, Haruna and Shola and of course Ainla Mora. I think the tempo is different. Sorry, Joy.
What kind of music
You
is that?
might
Apala?
you might not
It's
understand
Apala
what
music.
I'm
Apala
talking
music.
about. It's Apala
It's
music.
Apala.
Okay, from the music you just heard, what lessons did you hear? Did you get from that?
That music gives us a very serious cultural advice
That we should
that we should be unity.
united.
When you are united, we should be good to ourselves. So don't look low on
Down on anyone.
anyone. So because God has the ultimate
See.
Final
say
say.
on everybody.
So this will lead us to our conversation today. We'll be looking at restoring moral and cultural values. That is what we'll be discussing today. And this is a subject that is deeply relevant in today's world, where cultural identity and moral principles are often challenged by modernization and globalization. To join us in this conversation today is our guest, Prince Dr. Mary Olushesi.
Olushesi.
And I tried so much. I tried so much to get
We'll pardon you. We'll pardon you.
Olushesi Tajuddin, the Olumale Ekluku of Odola Town. Did I get it?
Yeah, you try.
I tried.
It is better now.
He said it's better now.
It's better now.
Yeah, than the other
The
day.
last time you were
Yeah.
here.
That was Isheshe Day.
Yeah, that
was
was
the last
Isheshe
time we
Day.
had him here. So thank you so much for joining us on the conversation, and together we'll be looking at this topic of discuss. So let us begin by understanding the importance of moral and cultural values. If you look at the way it used to be back in the days and compare it to now, what would you have to say about it?
Yeah, thank you. As at now, it is a challenge which we have to look into properly and find strategic way to find solution to it. Because we have disassociate ourselves with indigenous thing that God has given to us. Because when we are talking of culture and moral value, to me, we can divide it into almost 2 or 3 parts, and which our government has a very important role to play. Let's start by saying 2 decades ago, in primary school, they taught us social science, where some of these culture and the important things are being taught in the class. But today, there's nothing like that.
We even had moral instruction.
Yeah, we have moral instruction, we do social study, we do many other things. But now, there's nothing like that. Well, now that even for a Yoruba indigene to speak that Yoruba, they find it difficult. We prefer to speak another person's language, which God himself did not like.
But should we wait for when we start school?
Yeah.
What is the role of parents or guardians in all of this?
Thank you. Let me start from my own upbringing. When you wake up in the morning, first thing you have to do, go and meet your parents.
Yes, was like
As a man, you prostrate.
as a woman.
You will be blessed by your parents. I will show you. As we are going out today, God will be with you, but be careful. As we are going to school, don't take anybody pencil back to this house. That is how it started. So when they get to school also, their teacher will advise them on the needful, what they're supposed to do and what they should not do. Then they flog us. They flog us. They flog you when you get home. If you tell your mommy or your daddy that my teacher flogged me today. You are in soup.
You collect more.
Yes, they will ask, what did you do that resort to that flogging? I was peeping, or I took somebody textbook. Then they are giving up free exercise book, free textbook. Then, so after you have got your own, why did you go and take
That person's
another person's own? Maybe that time you don't know where you put your own, but you must take another textbook back home. So then just take another person's own. Use your saliva to clean
the name.
the name. Yes, you clean the name. So maybe during that process, your tutor then saw your own and asked you, well, who is the owner of this? You will not be able to say the truth. Again, you will be flogged. But when you get home, you will not be able to say anything. Our mothers then, they have time for their children. Not like this that some mothers from 4 a.m. in the morning, you will see them with their phone. They don't care. Maybe their children sleep well or they sleep in the house. They don't want to know. All what they care about is money and fashion. But then, your mother can sell what she has because of you so that you become a better person.
So let's now, you have raised some points, you know, where we have missed it along the line. So how do we begin to correct the mistakes, the past of the wrongs?
Thank you. Number one, there must be educational and awareness. We should take back what they took from us back to our educational background. That is social studies. We need to start teaching our children our culture, our language, right from the school. Now, there should be awareness in the community. We, community leaders, we should be doing town hall meeting where we'll be impacting the positive side of our culture to our children so that they will not go astray. For instance, when I was young, may the soul of my father rest in peace. He will tell you, don't go and steal somebody's property. Do you know what is Shango? You will not like to hear that Shango. Although you have not seen where Shango strike. But the way my father will put it for you, you will not go out and steal anybody's thing. No. Because first thing that will come to your mind is that if I go and steal, my father has told me that anybody that steals something in Yoruba land, Shango will strike that person. And immediately Shango strike, it will cut the person into pieces. That is number one. Our government needs to show a very good example. Our government, all the political officers, supposed to show a very good quality. Not only money that they be displaying for us. Let us see the good deed, character in them, which Yoruba call Omoluabi. Most of our political leaders have lost the Omoluabi. All what they are after now is big mansion, big cars, and many other things. So even you do not see them in your community, how would they will not come to you and tell you that this is the right thing to do, this is how to manage your family, this is what you do, that when you go out of this country, you will not spoil the name of this country. So they have to go back into a legislative and put a law that will tell that this cultural value must not be lost. We have to bring it back so that start from primary school down to university level, there will be a very clear picture to show a very responsible person. So as parents, we need to do our own part. Our government need to do their own part. Everybody in the society, we need to contribute our own part. And we need to address this, our bloggers, the people that making films.
In fact, I was going to come there because I know Indian movies, even though they try to, portray Western story, they still have their culture in it. But for us here in Nigeria, it's a different ball game. So I also want you to speak to that.
That is why I say the people that make films, government need to make a very solid law to guide them. Some of them tell us what cannot happen in 500 years, and that lure our children into calamity now.
Such as
One,
make example.
let's see what is happening in social media. When somebody just reads something, maybe money ritual, that is not real. Now, tell our mother, my mother, we have something important to do at another community. And the mother now, with happiness, follow its child. Accidentally, that mother come across sudden death. Her head can be cut off. At the end of the day, the money will not come. Police will now arrest such person. When they start interrogating now, it will now tell you that this is where I saw it on social media. For instance, at night, I will go to my children's room. I will take their phone. I only tell them, don't be putting password on your phone. No. They don't know the purpose. So I will just go.
You won't have a phone again.
Immediately I go there, there was a day I see my son talking to somebody in US. Yes, I said, who is this person? He said, it's a friend that they are playing one game. Let me see that game. Oh. So when I want to see the game now, I see that many people are on that game just from fear. That is why the person like him. So they are now talking about education. That where are you? And I say, I'm a Jamite. I'm looking for admission. Okay, whenever you see letter of admission, send it to me. I will give you money. And that caution him. You have to be very, very careful.
Money there.
That is how they lure you into what you don't like.
And they use those
From there, they
things.
can put you into secret society that you will not be able to come out of. I always use my own to do sample. There was a day I sent my boy out. Police stopped him on the road. They're now searching his phone. And my son now called me. I first asked them, did you find anything? They said, no, they are trying to check the phone. Maybe he's doing Yahoo or he belongs to any cult. But they did not find anything. But they refused to release him because they want to eat from the boy. So immediately I come in now, they now start panicking. I said, this is what I'm going to do. We go and report to Lagos State Domestic and Distinct Violence that my son is still a teenager. It's not up to 18 years. Why are you harassing him? Why are you telling him what I did not tell him at home? You know, I'm now introducing my son to court. Now he'll be asking people, what is court? So if you are the one that give birth to this son, will you do that? I thank God the DPO came out that day and started begging and asked that police officer again that if you are the one that born this boy, will you be happy if anybody harass your son in this manner? So, hey, my cap fell down. Was that matter?
It's a serious matter.
Yes. So, that's why I say our government also need their own part.
So, in your opinion, are you saying globalization and technological advancement is also a factor contributing to the decline of morals and values?
It is because we want that to affect us here. There's a country that they don't allow their citizens to use another internet except what they are using in that country. Even they make a law that this is the hairstyle from this age to this age. If you go out of that place, you will be punished. If anybody from that family go and steal, they will deal with every
even there are some countries who do not allow.
Let us look at India. With the modern things that India and China are doing now, did you see them that they go astray from what they are doing? No. Because they still taught their children everything right from childhood. But here, we have seen everything. Religion is part of it. But we have seen everything as sin. There are some religions that if you prostrate to your father, they will tell you are committing sin. That you're not supposed to prostrate to your parents. That it's only God you can prostrate to. So if my son or anybody go to the church environment, when the boy or the girl come back home now, what do you expect such person to do to the parents? The family setup will start having serious problem. Because this boy or girl now have it in his own mind that he can never prostrate to them. Let us look at Saudi Arabia. They still maintain their culture. Most especially during the Hajj, they will give you boundary. That when you come to Hajj, these are the areas that you can come to. If you say you want to drink, okay, go to that place, drink it there, don't bring it out. But in Nigeria, do we have any law that guide us? If they make any law today, let us give them, people say, let us give them 2 weeks or 3 weeks. The law will not have any impact on anybody. So that is how our government need to take a very great role in ensuring that our moral value, because in the next 2 decades now, you will see, hardly you will see people who can speak correct Yoruba, even from Yoruba town. Even in my area now, tell them to come and speak Ijebu. They first miss the Ijebu,
Yoruba, they want to
and they will now miss the Ijebu and English. We will not know the tribe that they join into. So if you go to Facebook now, you see some of our people at Germany and somewhere in Canada. They are teaching their children on how to greet in Yoruba, although the pronunciation may not be perfect. But these children,
they're having the knowledge.
The knowledge that one brought his children back home to somewhere in Osun State.
In Shaki.
Maybe Shaki, he took them to this is my friend, grandmother's room, this is my stepmother's room, this is our own room that we are sleeping, this is Baba's room. He showed them everywhere. Hey, that is Mama. Prostrate and greet Mama. Well, I greet Mama, okay, let me give Mama $100. Mama don't know the value of the $100, but Mama collected it and pray. And that man let the children know the value of prayer. That as you have given out now, that Mama, with our connectivity with God, the prayer will be answered. Okay. But here, we have spoiled everything. If you go to church now, all what they are after now is prosperity and tithe.
Okay, so let's start from the traditional, let's look at how the traditional leaders, the religious leaders, and even the government can collaborate together to ensure that we do not lose our morals and our culture totally.
Thank you. As a traditionalist, we have to first look at some of the rituals that is outdated.
I think the word ritual is even a problem now.
It's not a problem. It is we that are now using that English to cause a problem. Even in church, they have their ritual. Let us look at the time they buried Queen Elizabeth. They did their own ritual too. Ritual is ritual. As you put on cloth now, it's a daily ritual.
It's a ritual.
When we eat food, it's a daily ritual. When we fast, that is either during the month of Ramadan that we start in February, March now. It is a ritual. During the time of Ileya, when we slaughter ram, it's a ritual. We just use our own bad mind, our bad character to tackle that ritual, that words. So we need to seriously correct. If you come and greet me in my house now, if you barely mention ritual in the presence of my children, they first look at your face. Which type of ritual? Is it good ritual or bad ritual? So the one that we believe is bad.
What is ritual in Yoruba language?
We can group it into many places.
Is it different from Asha?
No, it's different from Asha.
Asha is different.
Asha is different. If you talk of ritual, it's something like Etutu. Or Sahara.
That's sacrifice.
Sacrifice. No, Etutu does not matter that it's sacrifice. Etutu. Let me tell you what we are saying now. From one Ifa words. He said, when you are hungry, you cannot give your throat mark. The only solution to hungry is to use akashoeba or eko, that to do the etutu, so that your mind will come down. Even the etutu they are talking about, it's of different type. If you are talking of sacrifice they take to the three junction, it's different. But there are some etutu that is a daily routine. When you wake up, you take your bath, you have done the etutu. But if you don't do it, your body will not be comfortable. So what you have to do every day that make you comfortable, that make you smile, that make you happy is etutu. And ritual, all of them is under ritual. You understand me? If you have a way of praying in your family, it's a ritual. You understand? There are some family now, if you give birth, maybe your husband must come and buy a goat for the family. Now, some of them not buy it. The baby can go back. But it has been a tradition and ritual of that family. There are some, when they give birth, they say they will not eat salt, they will not eat pepper. It's still happening till now.
You will not eat oil, yes.
But if you say because you want to deviate, you want to do your own, if anything happens to you, you are the cause. So now our government need to call a town hall meeting.
I was going to now ask so that what role will government play with
Yes.
its policies in order to instill
Number
this
one,
morals and values?
law.
Okay.
It must be a law that will guide it. Even our political leader must follow the rules and the laws. We see in some states now, if they want to install another king,
Like swearing in.
swearing another king, there is a problem. The fundamental right they're supposed to do, they not do it. Leave the people in that town. Let them use their own tradition to select 2 or 3 people. They cannot bring it to the governor. So, in our community, this is Prince T, this is Prince C, this is Prince D. Government can now sit down. Okay, what are the good qualities? What are the moral values that these people have? What have they done to their community? If these people become king, what are they going to use to develop that community? Or are they going to start selling lands and some other things that will cause problem? But if there's a law that guides everything, there will be no problem. But if you say, because I'm the president, I'm the governor, I have every power to just pick somebody and be installed as a king, that time there will be no peace.
So how do you strike a balance now, between preserving cultural values and, of course, embracing modernity?
This is what we are going to do. There's a film. I will go back to that film again. I've not mentioned the name, so because I'm not advertising the film.
You will pay. Once you mention.
I learned 2 very serious lessons from that film. One, love. When you have a wife that truly loves you, whatever may be type of the problem that you are facing,
You will always stand by.
that woman will always stand by you. In that film also, their forefathers have committed a very serious sin, which has become problem to that lineage. That anybody that become king or become the head of the house must face all the problems. But the wife did not run away. So that's where we need government to show love to us, to bring us to themselves. That's why town hall meeting is very, very important. Then we should take it back to school, right from primary 1. We start teaching us. This is the right thing for us to do. This is what we can do that we make this community to be very perfect. And this, for my own community, in building this, war cannot enter there.
Hey?
These old people have done such things all at all the boundaries. So war will not enter. But later, when these small children know that this is what they do in that time, they join another thing. But outside war cannot enter, but internal started now. We now start, you want to spoil the heritage and the good names of our fathers. We to go inside. We go and talk to our fathers. We come out with our own culture. That 7 days ago, either you are only or alejo. We don't want to see any one of you. Our fathers start coming out in the night. That you want to spoil this town. This is what will happen to you. If you want to commit adultery, this is what will happen to you. If you want to be stealing, this is what will happen to you. Since then, everything goes down.
Okay.
So we should not allow religion to spoil our culture, because every religion has their own culture too. As we are saying, let's say, I want to go to Hajj now. If there's war in Nigeria, or most of these Arabian countries, they will not accommodate us. But they do not believe that we are a Muslim. They still believe we believe in another thing. We just use that religion to cover face. So that is why we need from our own primary assignment as a parent to start teaching our children that this is the right thing for you to do. Look at if there's raining, if rain is falling. They say don't stay at the main door. One, they say don't face glasses. Not that if you face glass anything, but if thunder strike in some places, it may go through the glass
and shatter
and so if you are eating food, don't stay at the main road. They know if somebody is coming from outside and they are step on bad things that can cause bacteria or virus. Immediately it come across your food, you can contaminate any disease there. So are we telling us that our father does not know what they are doing? It's a problem.
Sure.
So it starts from us, most especially you people that we see every day, that taught us through television program. You'll be telling us every day, this is the right thing for us to do. And our government has still go back to them. They still have a very big role to do. Before, I just want to derivate it. We don't know that raping is a crime before. But now, we have known that if you rape anybody and you are reported, most especially if there is evidence, maybe via film, video, or anything, that can testify against you that you commit that crime. When you born now, even if you have son. Because I know many NGOs will stand up against you. So we should have a law also that you have been going against our culture. These are what's supposed to happen to you. It's the first time from 3 months jail time.
Okay,
to 15.
so you've talked about religious leaders, traditional leaders, the government. I need you to also speak to the young people, the Gen Zs, the Gen Alphas,
the millennials.
The millennials, and there's another one, Z something. I don't know that one. But you see a lot of young people, they don't even greet anymore. You're walking on the stairs. If you're not careful, they can hit you. You understand? So I need you to also speak to the young people that we have, that we see every day, on the need to imbibe the culture of respect, have moral values. Okay.
Let me take another sample. And during this, before BLT comes out, we are using Molu and Bole Kajas. Do you know what they call Bole Kajas and Molu? You don't know Bole Kajas. You don't know Bole Kajas. Then when you first enter and you see any old person, either you pay or not, you have to stand up for the old person to sit down. Does it happen now?
You know, funny enough, it happens in the Western world. You know, when they see elders, you see them get up and allow the elders to sit down. So it starts from home. Or mommy, as you are going out, when you see anybody that seniors you, it is your own fundamental right to greet the person. Before, if you see any elderly person in your street that carries load, nobody will tell you more than 7 or 8 children
we run to that old person to collect the load. But now, their mother that born them, if she likes, she carry anything on her head, you will see all these children pretend as if they did not see her.
In those cases,
They will be pressing phone. That is why it starts from us at home. Yes, that is the problem. Most of them don't sleep at night. And when you send them on errand or in the morning, they'll be sleeping on the road. So it is everywhere now. Tell them to carry their textbook. It will be very hard for them to read. But to carry that phone,
no go ahead.
Along Asha, no wow.
Me?
So
My producer said you are going to sing and dance for us.
I will not
Are you
sing.
aware of that?
If you want me to dance, I will first call my king at home. That Mofejo.
Are we performing a ritual?
No. One
Is it a ritual?
Olumale lọ síta, Olonjo, when he's not doing festival, but I will dance for you before I go. No problem about that. Because we need to let, you know, in some cases when I put on this cloth,
Your attire is very
my
beautiful.
son, most especially this one, they call me, she see, ẹ kàn máa ń waste owó ṣá. Ṣé tẹ believe pé tẹ bá ti dàgbà, tẹ bá ti lọ́nsìn, ṣé àwọn ọlọ́mọ máa wọ.
And they will wait.
I tell you,
They will
you
wait.
will wear it, yo.
You will wait.
Because before, they don't use ashoke or arofi for wedding. But now
it's in
they
vogue.
have go back to it.
Apart from weddings, you now wear it as an everyday.
Yes, every day wear. So I still say it again. It starts from us. When a mother is soft, very soft, the father should be a little bit firm. So that if you say, hey, she will run to the mother. What your father is telling is the right thing.
True.
Don't take your father as your enemy. Your father wants you to be a good person when you grow up.
Oh, yeah,
that is why you see most of our ladies now, at least 95% of women of our days now, they are single parents because they don't want to go under control of anybody.
That is another topic for another day.
There are
We will not.
different sides
There are different sides to it. So, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọrin ká.
Orí wo lẹ fẹ́ ká kọ?
Ẹ fún wa lórí ilé.
If I say I should sing Bombata now, you will not understand.
Which is Bombata?
Yes, traditional. When you come back on to early moko.
What song do you like?
Okay, but they are going to we only play. Haruna Ishola, anyone, Kajo.
Solomon, I hope you can hear us. Come and play the
Haruna Ishola. But before
then,
the music, I advise every parent. What you are saying now, start from home. If a child has a very good training at home, when he or she grows up, she will be able to meet any challenges.
Yes.
Any challenges.
Yes, true.
Any challenges. And the jealous part of it will be very minimal. Because when he was very young, my mother do some things. I always smile then. If you want to serve us food, my mother will give you meat. We give you meat. And we decide not to give somebody. She want to look at your reaction. So if you eat, just put your plate. You don't frown, do not do anything. I should now call you back.
And give you meat.
Now give you meat. If they give some people something, if they do not give you, maybe you start fighting them.
You start to
See now, if you go to a party, if you are distributing souvenir, you don't give me, I don't mind. I will go to my house. But if you believe me to be important, I know you later send my own to me.
Thank you
Where
very
is the
much.
music?
I don't know where he is, and you know, time is fast spent. We have to go. Is he coming? Time is fast spent, so we have to go now. We've learned that, you know, moral and cultural.
See, I've not come. Let me sing this for you. Àwa mi lọ bólóde ṣòde. Àwa mi lọ bólóde ṣòde. Àwa mi lọ bólóde ṣòde. Odiri.
I know that one.
Okay.
I know that one. We did it in school when
doing
for our
the cultural
dance.
cultural dance. Yes, we did that a lot in school.
So we have many sing or music in Yoruba that when you are singing it every morning, you are using your tongue to bring blessing to yourself. There are some, it is a curse breaker.
We have to go. We have to go. We have to go. There's no time. Moral and cultural values requires a collective effort. The government, parents, teachers, and of course, the children themselves, have a role to play in all of this. Thank you very much, Prince Dr. Mary Olushesi Tajuddin Olumale Iluku Odonla Town. And we've been talking about restoring moral and cultural values. Thank you very much.
You have
we'll go on a short break.
Yeah, you have to stand up and
when
dance.
we come back, the conversation continues.